All right, boys, we're back with some pick'ems. Not back, but we're starting with some pick'ems. I'm like in the middle of my smudge, bro. I mean, like I don't even know what I can do, but it is what it is. All right, we're gonna do some pick'ems. We're gonna predict, and yeah, let's get to it. So, first game of the week, yeah, the Jets and the Patriots. This, I mean, if you guys have been watching football, I mean, the records say here it's a 2% chance of winning too. It's, I mean, come on, it's easy Patriots. Uh, I don't see the Patriots slowing down. Let's look at the MVP odds. I don't think. I think Drake May is the front runner for MVP, and I don't think he's gonna slow down. Yeah, Drake May, Stafford. Oh wow, same odds. But I think Drake May is my MVP front runner. I think Sam Darnold should be talked about. I think Mahomes is getting extra glaze, and I don't think Josh Allen should even be in consideration after that Dolphins game. But I think my three front runners are Drake May, Matthew Stafford, and it's a quarterback award. I hate to say it, like if it wasn't, it'd be Jonathan Taylor would be my MVP, but he's gonna win OPOY. But it's either Darnold, Stafford, or May, and I think May has been unbelievable. Give the guy a good supporting cast. He was good in UNC. He give him a good supporting cast, and he's fine. I really like this pick. This is my lock of the week. I can guarantee you that. Okay, Commanders Dolphins. I'm picking the Dolphins. The Dolphins are notoriously bad for like the past like 7 weeks until and then McDaniels was on the hot seat. You know, it's the whole thing. They traded away talent. They traded away Phillips to the Eagles. Crazy, scary trade. For the Eagles. I mean, they're gonna look good. But we thought this Dolphins team was going to be in contention for the number 1 overall pick, and I don't think that's the case anymore. I think that McDaniels maybe bought himself another year with barring this game probably. I mean, if he wins this game, I think that he's going to get another year. They still have good talent in Fitzpatrick and Chubb on the defense, and Tua isn't the guy. If you saw my mock draft, I didn't take a quarterback, but maybe next week's mock draft I have him taking a quarterback. But I don't think Tua is the guy. And I think they should move on and cut their losses. They have a good wide receiver core when healthy. I don't know how well Tyreek Hill will play. I don't even know if he'll return to the Dolphins or just return to football in general. People are saying it's career ending. I don't know about that. It's up to Tyreek. I mean, he's a speedy receiver who's getting aged out like crazy. I would say he's probably past his prime. And this injury isn't gonna help. But anyways, the Commanders have been bad too. There's no Jane Daniels. Jane Daniels is out. Honestly, it's not even worth it to put him out at this point. Their hopes are done. I don't think the Commanders should be playing for anything. They have the oldest roster. I mean, this is what the 2023 Giants did when they made the playoffs. They had a really old roster. They had a bunch of older veterans like Landon Collins, and they didn't have a good receiving core. Their Jones's main receiver was Richie James and Isaiah Hodgins. I mean, it was bad. I don't think the Commanders are kind of similarly built like that, just with more playmakers on the offense than there is the defense, as opposed to the 2023 Giants. But I think this season's done for them. I'm taking the Commanders. Surprisingly for this game, the Falcons are the favorite. I get you're in Mercedes Stadium, but or Mercedes-Benz Dome or whatever it's called. You're in that, but like. I think the Panthers get back on track. I really want Bryce Young to succeed. I'm a big Bryce Young fan. I'm also a big J.C. Horn fan. I'm a South Carolina fan. Big J.C. Horn guy. I thought he was gonna be really good out of college. He has been really good. He got a big contract extension. I think he's good. I think they get back on track. I don't trust this Falcons defense. Penix has been all right. They're literally favored because of the Colts game, but honestly, I think coming off of a long road trip out of the country in Berlin, I don't think the Falcons will do that well in this game. And I think the Panthers have a chip on their shoulder. They're making making a playoff push, making some noise. So I think the Panthers can turn some heads here. Bills versus Bucks. This is my toughest pick probably. Yeah, I think this is probably the toughest pick of the day, other than the Seahawks game. This is the toughest pick of the day. I don't know. Whoever loses this game is gonna be demoralized. Honestly, whoever loses this game is gonna be demoralized. I like the Bills here, but they played horrible against the Dolphins. Josh Allen didn't look good. 28 for 40, 306 yards, 2 TDs and 1 in. But honestly, when I was watching this game, I was like, yeah, no, I don't. This doesn't look like MVP level Josh Allen. I mean, it's bad. But I I do think with all of this, I do think the Bills do get it done. I don't know. I haven't been sold on the Bucks. I don't think the Bucks are worth it. They've kind of slowed down. They were the hottest team. They started off 5-1, and after the Eagles game, they slowly started to decline a little bit. They've won one game in the past 4 weeks, and they're slowing down. I think the Bills will get back on track here, especially in Buffalo. Yeah, I got the Chargers. I think the Chargers can make some noise too. The Jaguars come off a demoralizing loss with that choke job. It was a choke job, literally choke. Literally a choke. I mean, it was terrible, terrible choke. I don't think the Jaguars had any business losing that game, honestly, and they found a way to lose it, and that really worries me. Davis Mills looked really good, but and then with Stroud out, I mean, like, do you take Davis Mills or do you put in Stroud, your second round or second overall pick? I mean, like, that's questions the Texans will have. It's a good problem to have, but still, yeah. And then Chargers, they've looked good. They looked really good against Pittsburgh. That was a one-sided beatdown. Their defense looked crazy good. I think that the Chargers can get this done, even in Jacksonville. The Bears versus the Vikings. Let's look at the Vikings. JJ McCarthy didn't play that well on Sunday. He against the Ravens, only 13 points. Jefferson dropped up a dookie number in fantasy. I mean, it was crazy. I mean, Lamar didn't play that great either, but I mean, 2 interceptions. I mean, those are bad. Jefferson only 37 yards for his talent. That's not that great, but hey, Jalen Naylor, not that bad. But yeah, I think the Bears can do it on. They have a bunch of momentum after beating the Giants. Caleb Williams looks like crazy. I mean, that sack against Brian, that he ripped out from Byron Burns to run into the end zone to clinch that game, or to win that game for a game-winning touchdown, was really good. Yeah, I was impressed with the Bears when I watched that game. I was watching that game the most. I was really impressed by the Bears. I think the Bears were playing good football. Their defense is very bad, but they can force turnovers, which can bail them out at times. Do I think the Bears are a Super Bowl team, or even a post-divisional round player making the championship series? No, but I think they can make a playoff push. So I'm taking the Bears even at Minnesota. Giants. The Giants have looked bad. Dart isn't playing. Dayball is fired. I mean, it's a dumpster fire. It's really embarrassing as a Giants fan. It's really embarrassing. Do I think Dayball should have been fired? Yes. It was bound to happen. I don't think he lost the locker room, but he lost his play calling respect. They weren't having any fires. There was nothing there for the Giants. For the Packers, I think the Packers lost a heartbreaking game. That game should have went to overtime. With the kick missed, I don't know why McManus is still on the roster after that. I mean, I would cut him. They have a guy who went 100% and kicked a 61 franchise record field goal, and he's just sitting on the bench. I mean, it's terrible. I mean, it's bad. But I think the Packers get it done. It's so much more talent, and they have a chip on their shoulder after losing to the Eagles. I think the Packers can win. Steelers, I think the Steelers are gonna win. It did look rough for Rodgers, but that defense is still gonna perform. That defense is still good. That line is good. TJ Watt will produce. I have no doubts. This Bengals team gives up so much. Their defense is so bad. I mean, their defense is terrible. I talked about this last video yesterday. It's bad. I mean, they've given up 40+ points multiple times. Even with crazy performance, it's bad. So I would pick the Steelers in this game. I don't think Burrow's coming back, and even if he does, I don't think it makes that much of a difference. It's crazy to think the Bengals were once a playoff hopeful team with who made it to the Super Bowl, and now they have a young core. Now, a couple of years later, it's not looking good. But hey, man, the draft is coming. I would know. Okay, let's go with the Texans and Titans. Texans coming off a crazy win, come behind win, keeping their season alive. They can make a playoff push. With the Colts in the division, though, I mean, I wouldn't say they're gonna win the division. I don't think they have any chance of winning the division. But they game against the Titans. It's hopefully they don't fall into the trap. I don't think this is a crazy big trap game, but it can be a trap game if you think about it. After this crazy win, they're probably gonna be all cocky. If they keep a level head, go into Tennessee, get the job done, I think they can turn the season around. But if they lose this game, the season's over. And CJ Stroud or not, I still got the Texans winning. Oh, actually, it was 26-42. Never mind, it wasn't that close of a game. But Mac Jones, check down Merchant. I'm kidding, guys. Matthew Stafford continues MVP push. I think Matthew Stafford is good, but we'll talk about that when we go to the Rams-Seahawks game. Mac Jones didn't look terrible. Brian Robinson was fine. Kittle's fine. The problem is they just gave up too much points. I don't know how well this team will do, but I think the Cardinals, who maybe should draft a quarterback or start looking forward to the draft, because I don't think they're going to win in the stacked division. I mean, this division's crazy. So I think the NFC West is probably one of the hardest divisions of football right now. And I think that a 6-4 Niners team, 7-2 Seahawks, 7-2 Rams is kind of it's a tough task. It's an uphill battle. I don't think the Cardinals can get this done. I would hope, for Cardinals fans' sake, I would hope you guys lose this game. One, because I get the pick right, and two, because you get a better draft position, and based on how well the Dolphins have been playing, and the Jets are on a 2-win streak, they can maybe get a better pick, and that's good. Maybe they draft a quarterback if Kyler Murray isn't the play. Do I think he's the play? Don't know. You gotta see. He hasn't been great in Arizona his years. The past couple years hasn't been ideal, but I do got the 49ers winning. Yeah. Okay, game of the week for me and the Bucks. I don't know what I was thinking. This is 100% harder. In SoFi Stadium, Los Angeles. Your boy LA. Yeah, LA. Seahawks defense has been explosive, and they've been hot. They've been really hot. They've won against good teams. They've won against the Niners. Other than the Niners loss, I mean, they have wins against the Steelers, who've been all right, and only lost to the Bucks. They've been playing good. I think that the Rams have played good football too, though. They just won 42-26 against the Seahawks, or against the 49ers, who already beat the Seahawks in early. I know that was week 1, but still, the Rams. We're gonna win against the Eagles too, and then they lost off a blocked field goal. I mean, the Rams should in reality be 8-1 right now. I think, without a bad field goal, their season is good, and they're probably the number 1 seed in the NFC, maybe even number 1 power ranked. I think the Rams are good. They've won against the 49ers. The Colts. They've won against the Colts. I feel like their resume is better, and honestly, in SoFi Stadium, I find it an uphill battle for the Seahawks. I think the Seahawks will get rattled. I think we're in for a Puka Nacua masterclass, an absolute masterclass. I mean, Puka Nacua is one of the, if not the best receiver in football right now, other than JSN, maybe JSN. I think Puka Nacua is up there for consideration for the best receiver, and I think the Rams get this done. Let's go Ravens Browns. I was telling you yesterday, man. The Ravens aren't going down without a fight, man. I think the whole reason why they've lost 5 games is because Lamar hasn't been there. This is all Lamar Ravens. This is non-Lamar Ravens. I mean, there's been some bad games, but I think when Lamar's on the field, he's one of the best. He's the top 3 player in the world. No one can deny that. You can maybe put Josh Allen, or quarterbacks. Just talk about strictly quarterbacks. Josh Allen, Lamar, and this snare Jake May. I mean, they've been good past couple years. I think Lamar will turn around this team. And there's the NFC North isn't that good this year. It's open. Sorry, AFC North isn't that bad this year. It's open. They have the Jets, the Browns, the Bengals, the Steelers. Their hardest game here is the Packers and the Patriots. they have three gimme games against the Browns, Jets, and Bengals. They can turn the season around and easily be 7-4, or 7-5. I mean it's easily turn aroundable, and they can easily make the playoffs. And then the Browns, I would hope they lose so they can, one, tank, and two, draft a quarterback of the future. This quarterback class is good if you have the top quarterbacks like Simpson or Mendoza or even more. Those three are like the consensus top three. I don't think any others are worth first round picks. And I think the Browns need a quarterback. I don't think Dylan Gabriel or Shedeur Sanders can get the job done. Good backups, not good stars, especially Dylan Gabriel. I can wait on Shedeur Sanders, but Dylan Gabriel, get him out. I liked him in college, get him out. It's not good. Chiefs, Broncos. Chiefs are favored going into the Broncos country. This is a tricky game for me. The Broncos have been crazy hot. I mean, ever since that Giants game, they have been eating, literal feasting. They haven't lost in, I think, a bunch of games, and they have a bunch of comeback wins. I mean, it's good. It was a tough game for the Broncos here. I mean, it was a very low-scoring affair, but they got the job done. Same with the Texans. Giants, they came back. Jets was kind of low. Eagles, they won. I mean, it's not a bad game. But the Chiefs, the Chiefs have had an interesting start. They lost against the Bills pretty badly. The Commanders is fine. I mean, they have some good wins. They lost against the Jaguars, though, on Monday Night Football. That was tough. That was a tough loss. Do I think that the Chiefs are as good as they were 3 years ago? Hell no. Anyone with a brain would say hell no. But do I think they're the Chiefs and they can form in the playoffs? Yeah. I mean, they're the Chiefs, bro. I mean, they'll be fine. As opposed to this game, I don't know why the Chiefs are favored. I think it should be like 50-50. Honestly, this is a toss-up for me. If I was to pick right now, which I am, this is actually really tough. I'd probably choose the Chiefs. I don't know. It's tough because they play each other on December 5th or 25th on Christmas. They also play against the Colts. It's a tough schedule, tough sledding. Their easiest game is the Raiders next. Last game of the year. Maybe we can say the Texans or no, Titans. Titans, Raiders. I don't know about the Texans now because the Texans are running a crazy momentum shift. I'll go to the Chiefs. I think they always win when it matters most. I think they'll get the job done. Sunday Night Football, Lions, Eagles. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna pick the Eagles. I think this is gonna be a good game. Lions have lost against the Chiefs, which we just saw, but they also have won against the Bucks. They've won against the Commanders in crazy good fashion. I mean, that was dominant performance. I get it, no Jaden Daniels, but still, it was a dominant performance. They lost against the Packers, but they've blown out the bad teams, and they've either won or lost like the closely to the good ones. But I think the Eagles are like, after that Giants loss, they've been riding that high. They've been performing well. Even though AJ Brown is unhappy, I think Saquon, that O-line, everything is good enough to the point where they can beat the Lions in Philadelphia. If this is in Ford Field, maybe a different outcome. But in Philadelphia, you don't gotta worry about that. I think the Eagles should get business done. Cowboys, Raiders. I'm gonna choose the Cowboys. Cowboys have played not great football. So is the Raiders. The Raiders have been pretty bad. Cowboys have lost to the Cardinals pretty badly on Monday Night Football last week. Wasn't good. They also lost to the Broncos. Well, they've beaten the Commanders. They've beaten the Jets. They tied against the Packers. A dumb game. They should get rid of ties, but I'll talk about that later. And that game against the Giants was awesome, but they've only won against bad teams, and the Raiders are a bad team. And I feel like they get it done in Las Vegas. There's a reason why they're 87% favorites, because they beat up on bad teams, and they're at that point where they're like bad enough to the point where they won't make a playoff push, and injured enough to the point where they won't make a playoff push, but also to the point where they're not bad enough to lose to teams like the Giants, the Raiders, the Titans, and the Dolphins. Like, I feel like or the Browns. They can probably beat like 8 or 9 teams in the NFL and lose to the other 21. Like, it. Yeah, I mean, it's it's an interesting thought, but I do think the Cowboys get it done, and the tiebreaker, I go. It was really low scoring on Thursday Night Football for the Raiders, but the Dallas offense is pretty explosive. So I'll go with a cool 66. Boom, baby. All right, done. All right, boys. Let me know if you guys messed with this. I'm gonna talk about college football tomorrow, but yeah. I'm gonna probably be doing this. What is it? Week 10, I think, or week 11 or something. I'm gonna probably be doing this for the remainder of the football season. I'll do playoff predictions for college football and regular football, and I'll also talk about some basketball, baseball, when that eventually gets going. But thank you guys for watching. I want to start doing more sports content. That's my true passion. I've always loved sports. I think sports is great. And I've always liked it. So I'm gonna continue doing this. And if you guys like this and want to support me, please stick around. I'll be love to share with you guys my thoughts and opinions. And I also want to see your thoughts and opinions. So if you can leave a comment, that'd be awesome. So yeah, see you guys next time. Peace.